Finna give y'all this breakdown of how my brother got framed, how a crooked lawyer played a part, how his first cousin framed him, set up a couple people, you heard me? I got the paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. United States of District Court. Laster, that's my brother. Brody, that's my homeboy. Pedophile, that's my homeboy. You heard me? Case number 216 CR81 FTM 38CM. You hear me? First witness for the government would be Phelps. Now let me break it down to you. In this case, you got Phelps. He a witness for the government, you heard me? AKA the ghost. You got Battle, Dooney, AKA the informant, the rat, the snitch, whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Phil, which is the agent, the federal agent. Now let me break it down to you again. You got Phelps, which is the ghost. Him and Dooney are partners. Dooney is the informant. And then you got Phil, which is the DEA officer. Then you got damn, what's his name? The crooked lawyer. Steve. That's his name. Steve Birch. You heard me? You got him. So I'm gonna sum it up to y'all before I go to showing y'all this paperwork. I'm gonna tell y'all how it happened.
Keep them at. Tell them how I get them here. Tell me how they get in here. Niggas only real when...
Okay, boom. Dooney and Steve. Steve is Dooney lawyer. Him and Dooney was sending packages with their own money, saying that it was coming from my brother, from Laster, Brody, and Pedophile. You know what I'm saying? And Dooney and Steve, the crooked lawyer, was putting up the money, sending their own packages across. And, you know, they were sending the tracking numbers to the feds, saying that my brother and the rest of those guys were doing it, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm finna give y'all the rundown, you know what I'm saying? And
tell them how I get them here. Tell me how they get in here. Niggas only real.
With this paperwork, this is the transcripts. So it's question answer, and we starting with the state, with the prosecutors asking questions first. Then it goes to the lawyer, you know what I'm saying, asking questions. So let me jump right up in this shit. It say, did you later have a telephone? This is what they asking Phelps, aka the ghost. Did you later have a telephone conversation with Mr. Battle? That's Dooney. Yes, he replied. Then they asked him, did you know where Mr. Battle was when you had this conversation with him? No. Would you describe what was discussed during this conversation? I described how I was going to make sure his packages got caught. What do you mean by that? I was going to go ahead and use dirty accounts that packages had been stopped on and make all of his packages that on November account, because I knew that they would be flagged right away. Did you provide tracking numbers to Mr. Laster's packages to Herbert Battle, which is Dooney? Yes, I did. Okay, boom. He called in a tip line, and he also stole one of the packages. Do you know what happened to the packages that you sent for Laster in November? They was all picked up. They was all stopped. As a matter of fact, it was my last shipment for Rooster. That's supposed to be my brother, Rooster. That's what they calling him in here. They're in November, late November. How many, you feel me? So it's saying that for the packages that was sent, was flagged, and Battle gave them to the DEA, You know what I'm saying? And Battle and Lester is first cousins. Let me remind y'all that. Court seen this right here. It say, why did you give up the tracking numbers for Mr. Lester? Because Dooney would have no problem coming through doing damage to me. And it also was a way for me to kind of get my revenge. You see that? For everything I've been through with him. So basically, he wanted revenge, you know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why the court system didn't see that right away. Like, and these is the transcripts, you know what I'm saying? One trial was a mistrial, you heard me? And the second trial they lost, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting y'all know how it go. You feel me? We need everybody to know about this, man. Them boys coming home, you heard me? And I'm gonna do everything I can do to get them boys home the right way. Okay, boom. You ever sent any packages for Mr. Browdy, also known as Red? No, I have no idea. Do you know whether you sent any packages for Mr. Pettifar, also known as Wildman? My recollection, no. When did you begin cooperating with the DEA? February 2016, he replied. When was the first time that you met Special Agent Mualo, which is Phil? Dooney brought him to my house. You see that? Dooney brought him to my house. How did that happen? I guess I could say bad luck, but it was the best thing that happened for me. Boom. Okay. I guess he was already working with the DEA, or real close. And they say, and they wanted to know who the ghost was, so Dooney brought Phil to my house. And what happened in the meeting? He asked me if I knew who Rooster was and showed pictures, and I denied it. He meaning who? You said he. Who is he? Dooney was in my house, and I'm talking to Dooney about what's going on, and then I get a knock at the door, and Special Agent Phil, he showed me his badge. He's like, I'm not here to cause any problems, but I do need to talk to you. You feel me? Okay. I guess he was already working with the DEA, or real close. And they say, and they wanted to know who the ghost was, so Dooney brought Phil to my house. And what happened in the meeting? He asked me if I knew who Rooster was and showed pictures, and I denied it. He meaning who? You said he. Who is he? Dooney was in my house, and I'm talking to Dooney about what's going on, and then I get a knock at the door, and Special Agent Phil, he showed me his badge. He's like, I'm not here to cause any problems, but I do need to talk to you. You feel me? Okay. I guess he was already working with the DEA, or real close. And they say, and they wanted to know who the ghost was, so Dooney brought Phil to my house. And what happened in the meeting? He asked me if I knew who Rooster was and showed pictures, and I denied it. He meaning who? You said he. Who is he? Dooney was in my house, and I'm talking to Dooney about what's going on, and then I get a knock at the door, and Special Agent Phil, he showed me his badge. He's like, I'm not here to cause any problems, but I do need to talk to you. You feel me? He said, I do need to talk to you. All right. So I stepped outside, left Dooney in the house, stepped outside, and Phil was like, do you know who such and such was? But I did not know Rooster by any other name he was going by, so he showed me his picture of Rooster. I was like, no, never seen him before. I don't know who he is. Their number one witness said he didn't know who my brother was. He didn't know who Wild Man was or Red was. How do they get found guilty? I don't understand. It don't make no sense. Their main witness, this is a government witness. That means the government called them to be a witness. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. He showed me pictures of Red. I was like, nope. Don't know who he is either. I flat out denied everything, ever knowing them. And then he's like, I'm Special Agent Phil. My side, and Phil once again asked me, do you know who these people are? And I'm like, no, denying it. I don't know who these people are. And then Dooney is like, yeah. Blank. Then Phil asked Dooney, loose lips, you know who this is? He's like, yes. Well, that's my cousin.
Snitches, sleeping bitches when wrong. Billions the days, killers the days, police niggas. Well, cuz start sitting.
He told him that's his cousin, you heard me? I was showing y'all that who Phelps was, who the ghost was, what he said about the packages, about him getting revenge on my brother and everybody else. They asked him how did he meet the DEA. He said Dooney brought him to his house. And he said that when they showed him pictures of my brother, JB, Wild Man, he didn't know who they was. And he said Dooney made him say he knew him. You know what I'm saying? And it was saying that the tracking numbers from the crooked lawyer Steve, Birch and Dooney, they were sending the packages and Dooney was giving them to the DEA.
Rennie. Oh yeah, nickel. It's real, dog. Real, dog. This for my head buster, little young stupid motherfucker. Don't head buster, my gutter niggas can't trust them.
Yeah, it's real. Oh yeah, it's real. It's real, dog. Man, what an interesting part of that, man. I'm ready to get deep into this stuff, man. Okay, this the cross-examination right here. Like, what a lawyer crossed the people who supposedly the state witness. So, you know what I'm saying? Here go the cross. The cross say, Ghost said he didn't know the people. He didn't know them. Dooney made Ghost snitch. Like, he basically made him scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he already feared Dooney. You know what I'm saying? So Dooney really made him lie. What they did is lie. You know what I'm saying? Dooney was the one snitching. Ghost just participated in the lie because he was scared and he wanted to not be charged, which they didn't never charge Ghost either. He never got charged. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, sir. This the lawyer breaking him down. Okay, several times. Yes. So Ghost Phelps lied. He's admitting to lying. You lied to him about Spanish people attacking you. Yes, sir. You lied to him about relationships with Laster. Yes, sir. Did he even ask you? Yes, sir. Okay, so you lied to him about that. Yes, sir. And he accepted that. I walked out the meeting. He let me know I was walking away. He was like, you're really lucky I didn't blow your head off today because that's all I was thinking about. You are sure you two didn't conspire at that point? Start having these packages intercepted to start passing information to the DEA? Are you sure you didn't? It didn't happen earlier, like July of that year? I'm positive. Okay, I have no idea when Dooney started working with the DEA. You see that?